Hello everyone, and welcome to this third video about the simple past. This is going to be the last video about simple past, but don't worry, it is not going to be the last video I will make for you. I am already working on another material because remember on Monday we don't have classes, so I would like to give you some sort of preview of the class in a video format, of course, because on Monday, well, we won't have classes, and so I would like to take advantage of time. But today, we need to finish with the simple past, but the simple past with connectors. Connectors are very important, and you will see why. Okay? So let's start with this. Sorry. So, simple past connectors. Connectors in general link ideas and give more fluency to a sentence or conversation. In the simple past, connectors link or introduce a new idea to continue or complement a sentence. So, in general terms, connectors help ideas to be together, in order to form more complex sentences, in order to give more information. In a specific case of the simple past, well, this is exactly the same. Maybe you can provide simple sentences in the simple past, and they will make sense and everything, but that is not real conversation. But in the moment you connect the sentences, the ideas, you give more sense to what you're saying. You are actually communicating and making a conversation. So let's see what connectors we have to work with the simple past. And, well, the conjunction and links ideas that are similar. It also introduces the last word of a list. So look at the examples. Apples are delicious and nutritious. I bought apples, bananas, mangoes, and grapes. In the first example, you see two ideas that are similar, or in this case, both are positive, like delicious or nutritious. So they are linked with the word and, or in this case, the conjunction and. This is similar in Spanish, like y, delicioso y nutritivo. In this case, in English, was the conjunction and. So remember, the conjunction and links ideas that are similar. They may be positive or negative, but as long as they're similar, they can go together because of the conjunction and. In the case of the list, you may be mentioning something you did, like in my case, I bought apples, bananas, mangoes, and grapes. So the last word of this list should be introduced with the conjunction and, because you are closing or finishing the list. Okay? So you may have 2, 3, maybe 4 items, and you mentioned all of them as a list. Well, the last one has to be introduced with the conjunction and, showing the end. Sorry, so showing the end of the list. So I repeat the examples. Apples are delicious and nutritious. I bought apples, bananas, mangoes, and grapes. Okay? Well, let's continue. And you see, and. But is a very important connector because it's very, very common. And you will see why. The conjunction but links ideas that are different or opposing to each other. It marks a contrast between ideas. For example, Tokyo is a beautiful city, but it is very expensive. If you see, the conjunction but, it's joining both ideas, but those ideas are different. On one hand, we have beautiful. Beautiful is a positive statement or adjective in this case. Expensive, I wouldn't like to say that it's positive nor negative, but it is actually an opposing idea to beautiful, because on one hand, Tokyo is a beautiful city, but it is expensive. It's very expensive because maybe you don't have that much money. And if you go to Tokyo, well, it's kind of the same thing. So, in order to join ideas that are different or opposing to each other, we should include the conjunction but. This conjunction is similar in Spanish like pero. Me gusta jugar videojuegos, pero no tengo tiempo. Similar to that. So Tokyo is a beautiful city, but it is very expensive. To that. So, I like this one. I actually use it a lot. The word so introduces a result from an action. It could be said that it marks the cause-effect relationship. Look at the example. I overslept, so I arrived late for work. So, see. The word so introduces a result from an action, and more than the reason is just the effect of the action. You do something, and there is a reaction to that. There is a result. In order to introduce the result, you use the conjunction, the connector so, like por lo tanto. Okay, I repeat the example. I overslept, so I arrived late for work. Teacher, what is overslept? Well, let's say that you sleep 8 hours and you usually get up at 6 because you start work at 8. Okay? So if you oversleep, that means that it was 6 o'clock, but you didn't get up. Or you didn't wake up. And 6:30, 7 o'clock, 7:30, almost 8 o'clock, you wake up and get up and say, oh my God, it's late. Well, I overslept. That means you slept past your usual sleeping time. So, since you overslept, well, you arrived late for work because you slept more than you usually do. So, see, again, this is the example for the conjunction so. I overslept, so I arrived late for work. You know, arriving late for work is the reaction or result of oversleeping. Let's see, what else? I think this is the last one. Because, another very common and important connector. The conjunction because introduces a reason. It starts the answer to the question, why? Look at the example. I didn't send the report because I forgot the address. Again, because may look similar to so, but there is a difference. So introduces the result of a previous action. Because explains or introduces the reason for an action. Maybe something you did have a reason, and you explain that with the word because. Because would be as in Spanish, porque. No. Not porque. That would be why. Why in Spanish will be similar to por qué. Because will be similar in Spanish as porque. When you introduce a reason. Hey, teacher, why didn't you send us the homework? Well, I didn't send the homework because I overslept. Or I didn't send the homework because I forgot about it. Okay? Remember, because introduces reasons. Provides the answer for the question, why? Teacher, why didn't you send the report? Well, I didn't send the report because I forgot the address, or the email address, or whatever address if you wish. Well, I think that's gonna be it for today. This is the last video about the past, the simple past, as I told you before. I am already working on another video spoiler alert, it's going to be about the future. But don't worry. I would appreciate it if you check the video online, YouTube in this case. And, well, whether you like it or not, don't worry. Just watch the video, access it, take a look at it, watch it as many times as you wish. Take notes, get ready because exams are very close. And the next video will be ready in no time, maybe tomorrow morning. So I will publish it. Please look at it because on Monday we don't have any classes, and I wouldn't like to waste more time. We have been losing a lot of time with all the absences we have had. So I would appreciate it if you could watch the next video. It's about the future, and watch it, take notes, get ready because on Tuesday when we have classes again, I will try to move on with the class. I will explain a little bit about the future again, but just as a recap or as a well, not a wrap up, but more like a review, a quick review, so we can continue with the class. Okay. Well, thank you all for your attention and see you in class. Bye.